Equipment stretching across northern Virginia for VDOT in all of the areas, including the neighborhoods, side streets, and the major roadways. If you take a look out here on the road into there, you can start to see the accumulation we're talking about from the amount of snow that we picked up just in about the past half hour or so. Driving out on the roads, I got to tell you, it is slippery. We have seen some people slipping and sliding this morning on even the major roadways. We're talking about 95, 66, the Fairfax County Parkway. So as the VDOT officials are saying, if you do not have to be out, do not be on the road so that the crews can do what they need to do. We've already heard about some spin-outs and some accidents this morning because of those slick conditions. Again, 4,000 pieces of equipment trying to work to treat these roads and keep up with whatever Mother Nature brings our way. Back to you guys inside.
All right. Thank you so much, Brianne. Yeah, it is definitely coming down out there behind her. We want to go from Virginia to the district now. This is a live look at DuPont Circle. Not that many folks out at 547 this morning. The district's snow emergency plan takes effect at 7 o'clock this morning. That means vehicles must be moved off snow emergency routes or they will be tagged or towed. Congress is taking a snow day as well. House and Senate leaders postponed today's votes because the storm was making it hard for members to get here to the area.
And are you trying to get out of town and avoid all of this? Yeah. Aren't we all? Well, there are lots of flight cancellations at Washington area airports today. At Reagan National, 62% of departing flights are canceled. 44% of departing flights are canceled at BWI Marshall, and 25% right now at Dulles Airport. Of course, make sure to check with your airline if you plan to fly anywhere today. We also want to take a live look right now out at the Rockville Metro Station, where our Montgomery County reporter Kevin Lewis will be live in just a few minutes. You can see the snow has been falling for several hours and it's not stopping.
And Jimmy, we should point out that it's not just the departures that are getting canceled at the airports, the arrivals as well. I know our Stephen Cheetah is stuck down in Florida right now because his flight was yeah, his flight was canceled trying to get into the area.
I know. I think he did that on purpose. Oh, there's snow on Monday?
Sorry, can't get back.
Don't worry, Stephen. We're going to save some for you.
Yeah. I'll go out there with a shovel and clear one of the runways if I have to.
Well, hopefully this is the last one of the season, but I've got to map a couple in. I'll show you to you in just a couple of seconds. But March snow, certainly not unprecedented, right? We've had snow throughout the month of March. In fact, it's even happened in April before. So not sure if we'll break any records on this one for today, but it is coming down. And you just saw that live picture from Rockville, Germantown, not too far from there. They are reporting about 2.5 inches of snow. So it is definitely accumulating. And I would say my estimate outside our window here in Rossland is probably a good 1/4 of an inch already sticking to the streets there. You can see the tire marks through the snow at this time. So our temperatures are falling. The cold air is sinking south. The rain that we had changed over to sleet and accumulated a little bit, and now it's all changing over to some snowfall. Still a little sleet mixing in Fredericksburg down in towards Orange. Charles County, we've had many reports of sleet accumulating here as well, but it's just snow now in D.C., snow in Leesburg, and you can see those temperatures, even the teens into northern Maryland, where that dry air is. We've got 30 degrees at Reagan National. We started out at 34 at 4 o'clock this morning, so just an hour ago, and you can kind of see that it's white there on the streets as things are getting covered and coated. Our wind chill factor is down to 18 as our winds are picking up. Now, winds aren't going to be strong enough to create huge issues with visibility or blowing or drifting snow, but you're going to feel that brisk wind, and it's going to make that feel factor be even worse. So it is a good day to stay indoors if you can. What do you need to get outside for today, right? Just stay home. 3 degrees, that's the temperature your body's feeling in Martinsburg, 9 in Winchester, 14 at Dulles, and 18 right now in Quantico. So that moisture feed will continue to push in from the west for today as low pressure tracks on down to our south. So that keeps us in that cold sector and keeps us with that moisture kicking in throughout the morning hours. So snow will continue to accumulate at least through noon today, but notice how it starts to drop off to the north already by that time. By early to mid-afternoon, most of us should taper up to just some light snow and a few flurries, and all of us should be done by the evening hours. Skies will clear out then overnight, which really allows those temperatures to plummet single digits across most of the area. So today's daily record snowfall is more than 7 inches at Reagan National. At Dulles, it's almost 5 inches. The highest March total we've ever had in D.C. was 11.5, and the highest March at Dulles was 13.9 inches. So I don't think we'll break those records today, but the daily records definitely could be in jeopardy. So our forecast for today, temperatures falling through the 20s, even into the teens. We'll have lots of sunshine by this time tomorrow. That's the good news, but look at how much the cold air weather sticks around really through the better part of the week. All right, we'll have more coming up in another few minutes, but it's time for traffic right now. Amanda?
Well, Jackie, we're getting lots of spinouts and minor fender benders throughout the area. We're going to start out in Maryland, where we can see current conditions in Wheaton, Maryland, and that is going to be along Connecticut Avenue at Veers Mill Road. You can see those people taking it extremely slow. As Jackie's been telling you, we've got a combination of conditions. We got that rain overnight, and then some sleet and freezing rain through the area, and then we've gotten snow on top of that. So these are very dicey conditions. You can see those roadways covered, and those turn lanes are not pretty. 270 moves along without incident if you're coming down from, say, Gaithersburg toward the spur. However, if you're coming through Clarksburg, we're getting reports of a crash there just after Montgomery Village. On the left shoulder, car slid into the Jersey wall there. We also are getting reports of a crash. This is going to be in Crofton, Maryland, along Route 3 after Melford Boulevard. Wind warnings in effect at the Bay Bridge. Restrictions are not in place, though. VRE and MARC service have been canceled due to that bad weather that we're getting. 395 now moves without incident, without any lane closures. That earlier crash at Seminary is out of here. However, if you're coming up from Fredericksburg, 95 northbound picked up a crash. The right lane is closed there with another vehicle spin out. That's going to be right near Route 17 in Falmouth. And then we've got a live shot there in Virginia as well, just to show you current conditions in Arlington, covered roadways and slick conditions there as well. I'll send it back over to Jumi and Andrea.
Okay, Amanda, thank you very much. At 5:52, we want to get to some non-weather news now. New developments out of Ukraine. Pro-Russian troops have taken over a ferry terminal on the eastern tip of Crimea. Now,